I'd like to begin by welcoming Dia Kulkarni to the stage to sing the national anthem for us. You may stand and face the flag if you so choose.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here today. My name is Nora Chase-Datko. I'm excited to welcome you all to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2023. I have been a part of the Montpelier-Roxbury School District since kindergarten, so I've had the pleasure to grow up with so many of these wonderful graduates, from writing and performing our own musical about the Revolutionary War in 5th grade to struggling through Tillotson's 15-page paper last year. It has been an incredible to watch this class grow confident in themselves, make mistakes, and figure out who they are. I can't wait for JoJo's I Made It moment, to watch Koya star on Broadway, and to see Izzy single-handedly save the planet. So much more as well. I'm honored to be a part of such a hardworking, intelligent, and talented group of people, and I have no doubt that you all will achieve success and excellence out in the world.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Merrick Moden. Today, we gather here to celebrate a significant milestone in our lives, the closing of one chapter and the opening of another. You know, my mother recently told me that I probably won't see half of the people I'm graduating with and have grown up with ever again after today. Now, that's a bit of an unsettling thought, but it's also the nature of change. It's important to cherish these past 18 years, but not to dwell on them. And as we step into the world beyond these halls, let us embrace the uncertainty that lies ahead. The future may seem daunting, but let it be a canvas upon which we paint our dreams, ambitions, and aspirations. Let us remember the importance of kindness, empathy, and compassion. We live in a world that desperately needs these values, and it is up to us to be the change we wish to see. There are so many challenges ahead, both as a society and as individuals, but I'm proud to say that this class is conditioned with knowledge, resilience, and a deep sense of purpose. Always remember that the most important pillar of power is the people, and remember that each of us possesses the power to affect change, and that we can and we must overcome the challenges of today to build a brighter tomorrow. Congratulations, class of 2023, and thank you.
Now I'd like to invite Superintendent Libby Bonesteel up to the stage.
Welcome, everyone. I'm sorry to see we're in the gym. It's a little more crowded. Thank you to all of you who are standing on the sides. On behalf of the MRPS School Board of Directors and staff of Montpelier Roxbury, it's my pleasure to honor and celebrate with you this senior class at Commencement 2023. I have to go off script a little bit because about 30 minutes ago I received a very intense phone call from a former graduate of MHS, who is very concerned she's not here at her little brother's graduation. She said, please tell Ronnie at some point, preferably in your speech in front of lots of people, that I am so sorry not to be there. I can't see him over there. Noelle may be in Seville, of all places. You know, I'm sure she's not enjoying that, but she said, tell my little brother I love him and I'm proud of him. So I've done my job, and I do know that each and every person in this room feels equal pride that Noelle feels for Ronnie on the graduation day. So I just had to share that and embarrass Ronnie just a little bit. So every year around this time, I spend random moments thinking about the one nugget I want to leave with the graduating class. My rumination this year wasn't going so well until NPR saved the day. Driving home last week, I caught a story about a research study that spanned 80 decades on the secret to living a happy life. I immediately began listening very intently. If there was any wish any one of us have for you all, it's that you're happy. And this research was about to tell me the secret sauce. This study lasted 80 years. Think about that. It followed generations of people who survived natural disasters and world wars, people who celebrated the fall of the Berlin Wall and watched the advent of cars and cell phones become necessities to daily living. It would be impossible to count the number of losses, innovations, and celebrations that 80 years involve. And throughout that lifetime, researchers studied one subject: happiness. One theme emerged over and over, just one. Can you believe it? I mean, I was kind of shocked. Just one thing is the key to leading a happy life? Seems a bit too simple and quite honestly awesome all at the same time. So here you go, Solons. After 80 years of research, we know that a happy life is not based on how much money you make or your level of education. It's not based on where you live or the job you have. Turns out it's relationships. Happy people have good relationships. Yeah, right? That's it. It's that simple. If there is any group of graduating seniors who understand just how necessary relationships are, it's this one. Why? And I hope I've done my math correctly. Because you lost the ability to connect easily with others at a time in life when you needed it most. School literally shut down your 9th grade year, correct? Okay, thank God. And 10th grade was designed to actually have as little contact with others as possible. Because of this, it's my hunch that you, above everyone else in this room, have a better understanding of just how important relationships are, and perhaps even more importantly, how to fight for them when the world around you makes it really hard. So, as you turn the page to start the next chapter, keep this in mind. Friends matter. Family matters. Coworkers and classmates matter. The guy serving you coffee in the morning matters. It's the relationships, both big and small, that make or break your happiness. It's the smile you give a passing stranger. It's sharing a good laugh with a buddy after class. It's texting that person you haven't seen in a while just to say hi. It's hanging out with your family around a campfire. Those often fleeting, typical moments spent with others who matter, that's what makes for a happy life. And if any class knows how to make this world a happier place, it's you all. So go make it happen.
Alrighty, now we're going to hand it over to the MHS Honor Choir to sing A Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel.
will carry you like a bridge or troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're weary,
That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Honor Choir. Next, we would like to introduce Sophia Jerome as our first student speaker of the night. Sophia, if you want to rise and join us.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the class of 2023. I'd like to start by giving a huge thanks to my classmates for selecting me to speak today. It is truly an honor to represent such an incredible group of people. Growing up tucked in the folds of these Vermont valleys, many of us have come to call this quirky small town our home. For the last 18 years, we have grown up side by side, or at least just down the street from each other. We have watched our faces mature in the hallway mirrors of our friends' houses. We have learned new instruments, much to the dismay of our parents' ears, and spun fairy tales on playground swing sets. We raised hermit crabs, shout out Hermie, and sang hand in hand on many stages. We have mastered our foursquare techniques at recess and at times gotten perhaps a little too competitive. We've traveled far and wide, at least in terms of the Northeast, venturing through Quincy Market and experiencing Canada's finest Mexican cuisine. More recently, we've braved the darkest corners of high school together, witnessing the heartbreaking loss of the cafeteria ice cream cooler, and realizing that some essays require more than just 2 pages. We have cheered and screamed at championship games and spent hours hunched over our desks trying to memorize formulas for our next summative. We have made each other laugh to the point of tears, and we have cried in each other's arms. While we have learned about polynomial long division, watersheds, Latin noun declensions, valence electrons, and quote sandwiches, we have also immensely educated each other at the same time. Above all, we have provided each other with a foundation of love, friendship, and inspiration. We have taught each other how to see the beauty within ourselves and the world, each and every day compiling a childhood and early adulthood of camaraderie and compassion. We have been surrounded by this small community for many years, watching old friends disappear and welcoming new ones into our class as well. We know very little beyond the faces of the people up here next to me, faces in which we have found both friends and family. In many ways, we have lived in our own little universe for almost 2 decades, and the time has now come to venture beyond the known and comfortable. There is nothing more frightening than change, but there is also nothing more exciting, because with change comes possibility, and how utterly exhilarating and encouraging and terrifying is the prospect of possibility. There's no question that the people sitting up here with me have shaped me into the person I am today, a montage of memories and a patchwork of the places we have been. While I am so grateful to have come of age in the company of these miraculous individuals, I am beyond excited to discover the many more moments that lay ahead, and I hope all of you are too. Every culminating shared moment has shaped us into the people we are today. It is now up to us to decide who we will become. Thank you.
Alrighty, for our next performance, there's a bit of a program change. Whatever is in your current program is not what's happening. The MHS Choir seniors and Hillary Goldblatt are going to be performing Homeward Bound by Marta Keene.
moon has gone to bed, when the sparrows stop their singing, I'll be homeward bound
Thank you so much, choir seniors. That was beautiful. Coincidentally, I would like to next welcome Sophia Flora up to the stage to give her speech. You got it?
So Merrick told me that I had 5 seconds as a speaker to get my audience's attention. So I hope that worked. Let me just... And also, I'm really sorry to the custodial staff. Like, I really sorry. Well, I need to fix this real quick. I'm so glad to see all of these supportive people here to support this incredible group of people to my left. Big round of applause for them. Also, a quick shout out to Senioritis for making a little more dramatic of an entrance this year. A good portion of my class is incredibly ill right now, including myself. And I think our immune systems have decided to stop trying, put their middle fingers up, and just say, I'm done, which is understandable. Right now, most if not all of my classmates are ready to leave here this evening and never come back here again, maybe. But I hope we can all find a positive outlook towards this school and community. The last 4 years have been far from typical, but we have all found ways through the school to help us keep moving. Personally, my own circumstances have made me not want to be here all of the time. But, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But I asked my classmates, don't swear off this school, and I will do the same. Distance is fine, but in the end, this was the place that we had available to get a good education and a rich high school experience. While AP classes and exams are exhausting and course loads vary in intensity, we also had many amazing opportunities. We had events from Fall Harvest Celebration to Pizza for the People, sports events to theater and musical performances. We've had some very unique and memorable experiences. I want everyone in here to close their eyes for 10 seconds and think about your favorite experiences that you have had at MHS in your time here. Teachers and family as well, I want you to do the same. And think about something your student or child has come home and told you about something that they enjoyed. Now's the time to do that. All right, I know every single one of you could come up with something, no matter how big or small. Tuck that away, not too far away, but keep it accessible. Send out your gratitude to this school community for making that memory possible. Just had to have a nice little grounding moment there. Because we truly are very lucky to have this whole community supporting us. Yeah, thank you. For a long time, I have felt like I have been living multiple different lives. I feel like I have to have a different personality for almost everything I do. It's like a rotating cycle. I have a different version of myself for school, for work, spending time with my friends, ultimate Frisbee practice, being around my family, and giving this speech. Never given a speech like this before, so I apologize if it seems like I'm pulling this out of my ass. I am. Anyways, this is not going to say that I'm not genuine when I am doing all of these things, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get by. However, I don't think I'm the only one who does this. In fact, I'm certain I'm not. I do believe everyone in this room is part of this cycle in some way, whether they realize it or not. Teachers, you have lives completely separate from the school. Some of you are parents, you're friends to other people, and you have your own interests that you work hard at. The same goes for parents. We all individually switch up constantly to adapt to our environments. It can be exhausting. But some things we all have in our cycles are chaos, hurt, success stories, decisions that we have to make, and sacrifices. But we are also all contributors. By being a part of this exact cycle, we contribute to everyone we meet during the day. Your impact on others is up to you, even if someone else's cycle looks different than yours. I encourage everyone to think about how they switch up and check in. Are you able to be genuine? And if not, that's okay. What can you do to take a break? I'm convinced, however, that Bjorn doesn't really have to switch up. Guy has the same vibe every single day. Like every single time I see him, he's doing the same exact thing. Shout out Bjorn. Hopefully you guys aren't bored yet because I didn't bring another confetti popper. So I am incredibly happy to be standing up here during graduation giving a speech. I'm so excited that I probably won't forget about it. But 6 concussions might do that to you. I'm not very good at paying attention, and Olin never gives me a break about it. But I have noticed some of the amazing things, big or small, that my classmates have achieved. Helen Cressy has been to probably every school music festival because she's so amazing and musically talented, of course. Cody and Charlie have both become incredibly skilled with the lighting and soundboard in the theater, and without them, Mask would not be able to put on the amazing productions that they have in the last 4 years. Anyways, Pilar has become an absolute ultimate Frisbee star basically overnight. Well, in the last year, but still, it's the same thing. She's a tank. Merrick has achieved many things, but the most notable thing to me was consistently making me laugh so hard that my stomach hurts every single day. It's really bad. And another shout out goes to Dylan for never failing to get me dancing every time you start drumming. Rockstar, dude. Well, these are all just a few mention of all of these brilliant people. Everyone here has grown so much and become a very incredible group of young adults. Your success stories will come in all different shapes and sizes, but I can't wait to hear them all next time we come together, if we ever come together again. For some of you, the next chapter may look like college or some sort of post-high school education. For some of you, this may just be getting the heck out of here and doing your own thing. Any way you go, you will have a success story in college or not. The definition of a good life is to look different. It is going to look different for everyone. This should not have been the best time in your life. It really shouldn't have. Take the space you need and make space for others you can, if you can. Montpelier will always be here, and I trust that you will find your way back here someday. In the end, in some way and somehow, we grabbed our bootstraps, whether a flashy pair of cowboy boots or a metaphorical pair of boots, and walked on through the end. No matter what your grades were, the friendships you had, experiences good or bad, every individual person here made the choice to finish this. There is so much time to explore the experiences different than these, no matter the path you are taking after you leave here today. God damn it, we did it. Thank you.
Well, that was amazing. Certainly got my attention. Now we are moving on to the amazing Josephine Michelson and Sophie Gustafson singing Slipping Through My Fingers by A, B, B, A.
We also have Callum on keys, Emmett on guitar, and Dylan on drums. School bag in hand, she leaves home in the early morning, waving goodbye absent-minded smile.
I watch her go with a surge of that well-known sadness, and I have to sit down for a while.
The feeling that I'm losing her forever,
And without really entering her world,
I'm glad whenever I can share her laughter.
that funny little girl.
Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind each time I think I'm close to knowing? She keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time.
Sleep in our eyes, her and me at the breakfast table. Barely awake, I let precious time go by.
Then when she's gone, there's that odd melancholy feeling and a sense of guilt I can't deny.
What happened to those wonderful adventures? The places I had planned for us to go.
Slipping through my fingers all the time.
Well, some of that we did, but most we didn't. And why I just don't know. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind each time I think I'm close to knowing?
She keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time.
Sometimes I wish that I could freeze the picture.
And save it from the funny tricks of time, slipping through my fingers. School bag in hand, she leaves home in the early morning, waving goodbye with an absent-minded smile.
That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Sophie and JoJo. It is now, I can say, I'm very excited to welcome Mr. Joe Carroll up to the stage to give the faculty address.
Good evening. Seniors, thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I have to confess my usual routine is to sit in the back, if it's outside with my sunglasses on, relaxing with my wife throughout the graduation. So this is a bit of a change, and my sense of relaxation is very different. But I am grateful for the chance to talk with you today. So I want to honor the moment first. I invite you all to take a deep breath. Notice how you're feeling and be present to those feelings. You're graduating high school, and that's worth celebrating, paying attention to and allowing yourself to feel. And I not only want to honor the moment, I also want to talk about moments as a theme of sorts, moments that bind us together as students and teachers. And as I prepared this speech, I was overwhelmed by the memories of moments I'd had with my students. For example, I remember Pilar giving a speech about how she hated giving speeches, which was an excellent speech, Pilar, and one whose relevance is really hitting home right now. True story. I remember Emily's summative about her little brother's artwork. I remember Jasper happily, joyfully connecting the topic of perennialism to flowers. But I told him I'm not from Vermont, I'm from the Bronx, I don't garden, and that he needed to find another connection because that one didn't work for me. I remember Maeve telling me that I broke her brain, but in a good way. I remember making a joke I thought for sure would be a hit, but the joke fell flat. And that was bad enough, but then I saw Rachna's face of disappointment in me, putting her hands over her face like this, showing how much shame she felt at how much I fell short. When I later asked her to reflect on that moment, she said, "Somebody's got to keep it real." Another true story. I remember Xavier's infectious laughter, Bella's use of the term girl boss, and Nora's gradual switching her term from tragic to respectfully. I remember the look on Ben's face when he realized I have a higher deadlift max than he does. That's not true, yeah. I remember Cal and Koya TAing my Latin 1 class and battling over our vocab game Taboo, dividing the class into Team Cal and Team Koya. It's still controversial who is the better team, and I'll leave that for history to decide. I remember speeches, summatives, conversations, so many that it's impossible to read off all the meaningful moments that I would like to share with you all. And I know your teachers feel the same. And they could list off many moments they've spent with all of you that mattered and make us the community that we are. And I want to talk more specifically about these moments in time when we allow ourselves to be fully present to each other and what's happening around us. Moments in time that give us an access point to transformation. So I'm going to lean into some ancient vocabulary to frame this up. You asked for it. In ancient Greek, there are two words for time. There's chronos, which is closer to our word for time in English. It means chronological, linear time. It's time that moves forward, time that has a beginning and an end. The other is kairos, which doesn't have an English equivalent. It's a word that means a deeper sense of time, a time for transformation, a time to savor a moment that keeps us radically present and out of the incessant striving, planning, and overthinking. A rough translation would be the right time, but like I said, there's no real equivalent. It can't be named, it can only be experienced. Kairos time is when the world seems to stop for a moment. It's a moment in time with a loved one or a friend where no words need to be spoken and only a smile or a look communicate what is deeply felt. It's a moment with a teacher when a light bulb goes off and you and the teacher reach an understanding and maybe even joy. It's a moment of being overwhelmed by the beauty of something, a sunset, art, literature, music, nature, or watching your cats sleep peacefully. It's this sense of time that stands out to me as worth cultivating and cherishing. Those moments I was talking about earlier, those are kairos moments to me, when we laughed, listened, and learned in community. I know it sounds so obvious, maybe even silly to talk about being in a moment, existing without expectation or justification, but it's these moments and a lifetime collection of them that make us who we really are and allow us to step back into that linear time, more prepared for our callings, obligations, and responsibilities, because we get to know ourselves and what we care about on a much deeper level. And as you set out on your next steps, I invite you to think about this idea of kairos time and try to develop a sense of participating fully in the moments that you share with others and the ones that you have to yourselves. It doesn't need to be complicated, just a gradual habit of noticing with curiosity what's around you, who you're with, and what you're feeling. Now, don't get me wrong, planning, creating, reflecting, striving, all these things are important, and we, your teachers, have tried to help you with all those important aspects of school and life. But in my opinion, this striving gets way out of balance with the other type of time I'm talking about. And balancing those scales out a bit would be beneficial to not only the cerebral and rational parts of your life, but also that part which is deeper. We might call it the soul. Another way of saying that is that you matter right now. Not a future you, not an improved you, not a newly reflected you. I mean the you that's sitting right over there at this moment. So give yourselves permission to exist fully in this present, opening the door to the possibility that every moment is another chance at transformation, wonder, connection, and love. And this radical presence in a moment gives you the opportunity to rise to an occasion, to make yourself available for a great cause or a great purpose. And I can't help it, one more language reference. In Hebrew, there's a word for this type of recognition and awareness of the moment, hineni, which roughly translates to here I am, and it's the first person version of Kairos time put into action when a moment is right. And my wish for all of you is that you can, in a moment of time, be able to answer a call and give what you can to those around you by answering with hineni, here I am. So now, in the final moments of your high school career, take another breath, notice what you feel, and be right here, right now. Feel the moment. Feel the love and support of the hundreds of humans who are here to share it with you. Feel the joy of a 4-year journey coming to an end. And on behalf of all your teachers, thank you, congratulations, and always remember, you matter. Thank you.
Alrighty, so our last performance today is going to be our graduation song, which you can see right up there. So if you want to sing along, feel free. And it's going to be performed by Kiana Bromley and Montpelier High School musicians.
We know that you are ready to sail on out of here. We know that you will hear our cheers as you march down these aisles. We look at you through our tears and our smiles and sing, sail on, soul and Solent, sail on.
Solent, sail on.
Sail on, Solent, sail on. The stage is set, the cast is assembled. The day you've yearned for is now one to remember. This is a start, this is an ending. The curtain on these 12 years is descending. So sail on, Solent, Solent, sail on. Sail on, Solent, sail on. The village helps to craft each vessel. Every blueprint, every beam. Tonight we honor and cherish you as you sail off to seize your dreams. It's time to leave your safe harbor. It's time to test the ocean gales. It's time to see what you are made of. So hoist your anchor, hoist your sails.
Sail on, Solent, Solent, sail on. Sail on, Solent, Solent, hoist your sails. Sail on, Solent, Solent, hoist your sails. Sail on, Solent, Solent, hoist your You know that we are ready to sail out of here. You know that we will hear your cheers as we march down these aisles. We look at you through our cheers and our smiles and sing. Sail on, Solent, Solent, sail on.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much, Kiana, and all the other musicians up there. Next, I'd like to introduce Jason Gingle, the principal, up to the podium.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Kiana Bromley, Sadie Jones, MHS Honor Choir, members of the MHS Band, past and present MHS staff, for leading us in Sail on Solons. We'd like to acknowledge Superintendent Libby Bonesteel, Montpelier Roxbury School Board Chair Jim Murphy, the Montpelier High School Clean Team for getting this room ready today. And before we begin to recognize you all, we'd like to recognize some of our departing faculty members. If we could celebrate Hillary Goldblatt, for her 16 years of service to UES, MSMS, MHS, and our community. Many of our students and all three of my daughters have benefited from her teaching and knowledge, and our students have become outstanding musicians, have you seen? Hillary's given so much to this district, and we thank her for her expertise, mentoring, and we wish her the best. Thank you. We'd like to recognize Diane Baker for her 15 years of service supporting our students and their learning. Diane has helped student learners in assisting them with reading and literacy. Diane is an expert at building relationships with students who benefit from having another caring adult to lean on. And we wish you the best, Diane. Thank you. And we recognize Sarah Squire for 29 years. Sarah's leadership in advanced placement courses, college essay writing, and supporting student ideas and prose. Sarah's dedication to her students, her leadership in TA, her ability to introduce new content, and someone who's built years of mentoring students into adulthood. Her actions do not go unnoticed by her peers or by students. And thank you, Sarah, and thank you for mentoring me this year. At this time, we'd also like to recognize the entire MHS staff and teachers for their support, mentorship, and work for our students. If you could all stand, please. You might be sensing a theme here, but their leadership and relationship building are critical components of MHS philosophy. Take care of yourself, take care of others, and take care of this place. Thank you. And now to the class of 2023. I want to say thank you. Thank you for welcoming me into your school, sharing learning experiences daily, and our time together that got us here. Every day, I wrote a pun or a bad dad joke on the whiteboard as you entered. Some of you cringed, some of you sent them to your own families, and some of you told them at work. Today, I do not offer you any jokes, but pieces of information that I hope you reflect on and take with you. I've told the MHS staff that I'm a little addicted to Twitter here and there and sometimes. And there are so many exciting pieces of leadership and education that we can glean from Twitter or tweets, whichever way. And today I'd like to share some of those messages that I've taken with me, and I hope you'll take them with you too. And today there are 3 reflections from this message. First, from George Couros. He says, there should be a balance in schools where we give students a chance to explore their passion, their gifts, while also exploring ideas and opportunities they may know they could become interested in at some point. Class of 2023, you leave us as experts in balancing your passion and gifts while exploring many opportunities. You've explored them here, your interests and passions, and demonstrated them here. Whether you're an artist, a musician, an athlete, an actor, a technical director, an environmentalist, a future healthcare leader, participated in a CBL, or a future politician, or, and Gus, I hope I got this right, your expertise in playing Hearthstone Battleground. You've started to lay the groundwork for your next steps. At MHS, you built the foundation for what you do next. Your responsibility is to not take what you have worked diligently for over the past 4 years and just memorize or mechanically complete a task, but to create a passion, a spark of curiosity to believe in yourself and to begin to learn on your own, be curious, and take care of yourself. The second reflection is from Charlie Munger, who's the former vice chair of Berkshire Hathaway, who turned 99 in January. That's pretty cool. And even at 99 years old, Munger believes that acquiring wisdom is a moral and practical duty. It's your duty to be ever curious and learning in our lives. Mr. Munger said, "You will not get very far in life based upon what you already know. You will advance in life, but what you'll learn after you leave here. And you can only progress when you know the learning method." Today's celebration symbolizes that we know you're ready to move forward from us, and that you understand the method of learning is to be curious and to continue gathering knowledge. The third reflection is by psychotherapist Phil Stultz, called The String of Pearls. In this framework, the core of it lies in the belief that each action you do contributes to a larger personal and professional development in a journey, regardless of its magnitude or significance. Your journey, Sophia brought props, so I had to bring props. Your journey is mapped out in this green yarn, thank you, Sierra, soul and color, string. Work with me here. And this string represents your journey at MHS. Today's graduation is a significant event in your life. It's an action that is connected to your string, and it's only just the beginning. And you get to go out there and collect more actions and more significant events to add to your string on your journey. And each time you collect an action of significance, you get to add pearl. And you add this pearl to your string. So today, you're going to be taking a pearl, which is your action of graduation, your significance, and you're going to add it to your own narrative, your own string. So when you come off the stage, I'm going to ask you to take a pearl. The string of pearls encourage you to celebrate and appreciate every step you take as an integral part of your journey. And let's tie all this together. No pun intended. Sorry, Bella and Anna. The journey through MHS is your string. You're leaving here with curiosity and the power to be lifelong learners. Each milestone or celebration, like today, is a pearl you get to add to your string. And by focusing on a growth mindset or continuous development of your learning, even from failures or unexpected setbacks, you will grow and have the opportunity to reflect. Solons, you get to take all these memories, all your learning and all your experiences from MHS and build out your string and continue to add pearls from here on out. And even more importantly, if you look behind you to your left and right, these are the people you've journeyed with to get here today. And the next time you see one another, you can share the everyday experience of building a string of pearls and ask one another how you explored your passion for lifelong learning. And if you're really cool, you get to take a pearl from your pocket, like I do, and share it. You'll always have a pearl from MHS to connect with your peers, and your next part of your journey will be filled with new experiences, and by focusing on every action that has equal value, celebrating each step as a precious pearl, you can grow and grow. You're all connected by a symbolic string of pearls, and while you may be moving forward, you have this string to take you back here. And if you choose, you can bring your pearl with you. Solons, we congratulate you on your journey, your wisdom, your curiosity and reflection, and the gift of life-extended learning. Congratulations, class of 2023. And if Nora can come back up to the podium.
All right, we're going to start the very long process of having everybody rise and come up here and receive their diplomas. So bear with me, be patient, and please try to hold your clapping until I'm done talking. A lot of these wonderful students have received scholarships, which they're actually finding out about right now when I say it. So if you could let me finish that so they can actually hear what I say, that would be fantastic. Thank you. All right. Pilar Valentina Abelli, recipient of the Bogny Math Award and Roselli Family Scholarship. Juliet Allen, Ethan Borland, recipient of the Harold Pineo Jackson Memorial Scholarship and the Roselli Family Scholarship. Maeve E. Byrne, recipient of the Martin William Miller Memorial Scholarship. Zany Dahlia Claude. Scarlett Ella Davis, recipient of the E. Dante Bogny Memorial Scholarship, Harry R. Sheridan Memorial Scholarship, and the Solon Student Council Scholarship. Olin E. Duggan, recipient of the E. Dante Bogny Memorial Scholarship and the Roselli Family Scholarship. Aaliyah Estella Rose Dyson. Cale Emmett Ellingson, Vermont Scholar. Sophie Elizabeth Gustafson, recipient of the David and Gertrude Cohen Scholarship and a Vermont Scholar. Molly Elizabeth Hutton, recipient of the Governor Phil Hoff Vermont Honor Scholarship and also a Vermont Scholar. Izzy Jackson, recipient of the Harold Pineo Jackson Memorial Scholarship and the Roselli Family Scholarship. Sophia Lane Jerome. Idalee Greer Keller, recipient of the Washington County Retired Educators Association Scholarship and the Roselli Family Scholarship. Mabel Jane Kitchen. Erica Laxer, recipient of the David and Gertrude Cohen Scholarship. Sienna Mills, recipient of the Roselli Family Scholarship. Koya Anastasia Mosher Kamara, recipient of the Elizabeth Jackman Memorial Scholarship, the Roselli Family Scholarship, and the Montpelier Rotary Charles E. Gibson Scholarship. Anna E. Newberger, recipient of the Roselli Family Scholarship. Grace Elizabeth Nostrand, recipient of the E. Dante Bogny Memorial Scholarship and the Harry R. Sheridan Memorial Scholarship. Anya Rand, recipient of the Pitkin Westcott Scholarship and the Roselli Family Scholarship. Dylan J. Reich, recipient of the Mark D. Stefano Memorial Scholarship and the Roselli Family Scholarship. Nefeli Sarah Nicolau. Avery Harrison Smart. Ethan Toth. Grace Garcia Acosta. Ben Acey. Congrats. Claire Dudau Bisambun. Brody Belleville. Olivia Ann Boothby. Bryn Deborah Boucher Delaney. Sorry, she didn't write that down. Liam H. Boyles. Elena Josephine Burns. Sanite Cambio. Rachna Sharian. Nia Sawyer. Cameron Thomas Cook. Helen Cressy. Ella T. Darcy. Sorry, she's the recipient of the Frank and Vera Corey Scholarship. My bad. Ijeda D. Dubé. Xavier R. Farnham. Sophia S. Flora, recipient of the Faculty and Staff Recognition Award. Charlotte Friend. Emily M. Fuller. Hallie Lindsay Fulton. Serena Gahagan. Madeline Inez Garrett. Owen Gilmore. Kenzie Ann Galanka. Hannah C. Grasso. Gabriel J. Hall. Hannah A. Hallett, recipient of the Washington County Retired Educators Association Scholarship, the Montpelier Mothers Club Scholarship, the Montpelier Women's Club Scholarship, and the Faculty and Staff Recognition Award. Rowan Harple. Zachary F. Henningsen. Niles Hogan, recipient of the Roselli Family Scholarship and the CVMC Auxiliary Scholarship. Ava Hollingsworth, recipient of the Roselli Family Scholarship. Sierra Kirpan. Galen I. Cunel, recipient of the Chapin Memorial Scholarship. Chapin. Kira M. Leach. Amira M. Lewis, recipient of the Faculty and Staff Recognition Award.
Alrighty. Maria Frances Lovelet, recipient of the Deborah Smith Triber Memorial Scholarship and the Roselli Family Scholarship. Henry C. Lumbra. Charlie McCaffrey. Marley Beatrice McDermott. Kira McGill. Josephine Adele Michelson, recipient of the E. Dante Bogny Memorial Scholarship. Maddox Montgomery. Madison E. Montmany, recipient of the Robin F. Farnham Memorial Scholarship and the Martha Corker Memorial Scholarship. Ezra Morrison, recipient of the James and Elizabeth Martin Burns Scholarship, Drew Memorial Scholarship, and the CVMC Auxiliary Scholarship. Bjorn Morrow Karen, recipient of the Frank and Vera Corey Scholarship. Elliot Muller, recipient of the Dixie Lee Bates Memorial Scholarship. Anita Nandaula. Leaf D. Spirito Porter. Orrin Price. Aiden Quinn, recipient of the Roselli Family Scholarship. Ronald L. Ryby Williams, recipient of the Walker Memorial Scholarship. Sarah Ricker, recipient of the MHS Class of 1966 Ancestral Scholarship. Rain Lee Rogan. Fiona T. Rollins. Noah Samuelson, recipient of the Roselli Family Scholarship. River B. Scarata. Koki Seitz. Cody M. Smith. Joven Strange. Alana Sweet. Will Talbert, recipient of the Roselli Family Scholarship. Genesis Taraski. Danielle Thomas. Tyler Thomas. Andrew J. Tringe, recipient of the E. Dante Bogney Memorial Scholarship and the Barry Elks Lodge Richard F. Parnagoni Memorial Scholarship. Joseph P. Tucker. Jasper Lee Turner. Samuel H. Van Hoy. Isabella Wozniak. B. Rose Whitesell. Ben R. Winston. Cole M. Young. And then the last one from me, the absolutely amazing Nora Chase Tatko. Recipient of the Roselli Family Scholarship and University of Vermont Green and Gold Scholar.
Merrick Oscar Moden. At this time, if we could all stand and acknowledge and congratulate the class of 2023.